What is up, YouTube? A9 here, and welcome back to episode 10 of Over Engineering Survival. So last time we built ourselves a posable drill rig for our mining rover. And like I said, between episodes, I got both scripts working, so we now have hinge steering, which is so much better because there is a thing with whip subgrid wheel control that changes how the steering works depending on the mass of the grid. So my steering kept getting inverted, which was really annoying. This doesn't have this problem. Yeah, and then also we got ourselves a posable drill rig, which is just being controlled by me pressing space or C using the MRMOS script. So I'm just here gathering what remains of this iron because I think today we're gonna build some more of the base, so I'm gonna be needing a lot of iron. I'm probably gonna go to a few other boulders and mine them up as well. So yeah, I just wanted to jump in before I finished all the mining just so you guys could see this thing in action. Also, holy crap, are the spotlights ever bright. This is with the better spotlights or more powerful spotlights or whatever, and oh my god, they light everything up. It's beautiful. So yeah, I will be back when all the mining is done. Three, two, one, go. Alright, so I'm back from the mining trip. Got cut a little bit short when the drill exploded, but it's okay. I was almost full anyway, so I gotta build another drill. Alright, so the drill has been fully repaired. Oops. Just gonna raise it up so it's out of the way. And so I think what I'm going to end up doing is... So here's the thing. Welding this entire thing by hand is going to be really difficult, especially when I'm on times on inventory. So I'm going to probably have to do the roof by hand. But the walls, I'm thinking about building... Well, I've got a few options. So I can either build a, like a cherry picker style thing, which means I would still have to weld it by hand. I could build a crane that has a welder on it, but that might be difficult because either I have to have all the storage in the head because large cargo doors, or I somehow figure out a way of piping it completely large the entire way, even with pistons, which means I'm going to have to use a large grid piston. Or the next option is I do it in the way that I build the walls on the ground and I lift them into place, and using weld pads I weld pad them in. So kind of like I build the wall on the floor, I build a crane vehicle that just lifts it up, drops it over here, and then weld pad or merge block it in. All three of those options are going to be really annoying. Well, I think one of them, welding by hand, that one's just not, I'm not going to do that because it's going to take way too long. The building the wall and the floor and then lifting it up into place, I don't have to worry about building a welding vehicle that has a welder on a piston extending and having to worry about piping it. But I have to build two vehicles instead of one. Like a small vehicle with a welder just facing straight down that I can just basically drive over the wall and weld it, and then a crane vehicle to lift it up. Or I go with building the walls, like placing the walls, and then having some sort of welding vehicle that lifts up ahead. And I'm leaning towards the last two options as what I'm gonna do. but both of those, I think I'm gonna experiment around in the creative mode world, maybe stream them, me messing around at some point. So yeah, but today I think we're gonna get these power efficiency modules built up, as well as get started on welding the roof together, because that I'm gonna have to do by hand. So yeah. Oh wait, this is off. I might have to flick the battery on for this. Also, I should probably build a second battery. Might be a good idea. I don't know where to put it, though. Putting it right here should be fine. Alright, so while this is building all the parts we need, I'm just going to check the heat of the base to make sure we're not going to melt anything. Nope, we're fine. And I think we're going to head out in our rover and we're going to build, or not build, but dig a little hidey hole for our survival kit, just in case the worst happens. And I have a mine for stone already set up. Which probably will be a good spot for it. Oh yeah, batteries are off. Alright. Alright. I think the running light should just be fine for this. So yeah, I kind of have a bit of a hidey hole going. You know what? No, we'll turn the spotlights on. So I'm gonna just follow that path. And we're just gonna dig into the side of the hill. Just raise it up slightly so I'm no longer digging myself into a hole. And I'm apparently stuck on something. Maybe do a bit of a wiggle. Clear out a bigger area. Gonna let me go backwards, please? think the issue is it's because I'm getting caught on the side of the walls. Alright, I think that should be deep enough for our survival kit to go inside of. Yeah. I mean, the only way it would get hit is if basically something flew straight at it, so... I mean, it's a possibility that could happen, but I doubt it. And I might make it deeper before we move our survival kit over. But we don't have a way of moving it over yet. I'm sure I could just stick a piston and a landing gear on this thing and just drive up to it and grab it and then bring it over, but... I'm not doing that right now. Oh, I can probably turn those off. Alright, back to welding stuff, because I'm sure this thing is still going. Oh, it's almost done, actually. So I will cut back when I have finished welding everything up. Alright, so I have welded up all of the energy efficiency modules. Well, not all of them, but the ones on the completed machines I have welded up, as well as this second battery right here. I have also removed our way up to the roof that was over here and built up this cargo line leading to a turret up there. And I moved our way up to where it's supposed to go, over here. Up we go. So right here will probably be like some sort of airlock system. Yeah, so right now I'm working on building up this turret, because that will give us a cargo access up here, and then I'm going to weld up, probably to start with, these couple blocks here, as well as the main pillar that connects the wind tower, and all the blocks the wind tower are stuck to. Or that the wind turbines are stuck to. Because if those get shot, well, there goes our power. So yeah. For right now, I do have a cargo access that's fairly close right here. So, thankfully it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, this is more or less how I've been building everything so far. Just running back and forth to the thing, because my god, is times one inventory so small, and this is why I need a welding vehicle of some sort. Either, like I said before, laying the thing flat on the ground, the wall flat on the ground, drive over it with some sort of vehicle that has a welder pointing downwards, and lift it into place. I was doing a bit of thinking while welding, and that option, because I'm gonna need to build a crane eventually anyways. So that's like a plus right there. The floor welder, if I build a welding crane, it could probably be a floor welder. It just wouldn't be as agile. So if I'm going to be building extra parts of the base, or when I'm going to be building extra parts of the base, I'm going to probably want to weld the entire floor first and then do the walls. just so I can get
Energy
everywhere.
low.
Yeah. So they both have their advantages and disadvantages. The thing about the crane is, other than to build the walls, because I'd have to build 2 vehicles instead of 1. And right now, because I don't have an infinite supply of iron, it just doesn't currently make sense to build 2 vehicles. So, yeah. I mean, I'll have to wait until I test both designs out, because creating a vehicle that has a large grid piston on it, but is controlled by small grid, with a small grid head, that might be more trouble than it's worth, to be honest. So it might just be simpler to build a crane. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Hopefully I have some time just to do some streams during the week before next episode, and then we can figure it out. But I don't think I'm going to be wanting to build a crane until we get to space, because that way I'll have a bunch of iron, and also I'll feel a lot more comfortable maybe taking out some cargo ships, doing some pirating, because then I'll have a crane to bring things back. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna get the tower welded, and I'll be back when that's done. Alright, so I got a good chunk of the roof welded up, including the wind turbine tower. I also got this conveyor line up here, over here built. Eventually there'll be a turret up there, just like on this one, but that wind turbine right there is in the way, so I'm just leaving it there right now for power. I think eventually, instead of doing the 4 corners, because I'm just realizing this roof isn't big enough for that, I'll do one there and then probably one on this side for the wind turbine towers. But yeah, sorry if today's episode was kind of a rambly, talkative episode, but I needed to get my ideas across, and talking, is kind of the best way of doing that. And also, if you guys have any ideas how I could build up those walls easily with, keep in mind I'm on ×1 inventory, so just throwing a bunch of steel plates in my inventory is not the best idea. Also, with how fast I go through oxygen, it's just even more of a pain in the ass. Yeah. But hopefully I'll have some time to do a bit of streaming during the week. If you're interested in watching that, my Twitch channel is linked down below, so consider following me there if you want. Yeah, and also the scripts for MARM OS and the hinge steering will also be linked down below, in case you guys want to check them out. They're pretty cool. MARM OS is a little complicated. Actually, no, it's a lot complicated for when you're doing a lot really complicated. This wasn't very difficult. It was only 2 lines of code. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys want to get caught up, the playlist is also linked down below if you've missed any episodes. Probably gonna get some new episodes of Terra Firma Punk recorded with James in the next couple of days, so that should be picking back up again. Also, if you guys are interested in my Twitch channel, I don't just do Space Engineers. Every Sunday, hopefully, I'll be getting together and playing some multiplayer games with some friends. It's been a blast. We've been doing it the last 3 weeks so far. It's been a lot of fun. We've been playing a lot of Gang Beasts, so some edited down versions of those streams should be coming in the next couple of weeks if I can find the time to edit them. But yeah, so like I said, hope you guys enjoyed and have a good day. Bye.